Listen, if you like it, I love it. I'm following your lead on this. So that's
this is uncharted territory. These are conversations we never had in hip hop. This is uncharted territory. Please forgive me for all my responses. I don't know what to say on this. I gotta pray.
Oh man! All right.
The cousin thing happens only one time because it was so hard to really express that. I talked to him about that. Him and the whole team at the office in front of the big screen. So I sat down with Dave. I was like, man.
No, what's up with your son, man? He's still your son. That's my nephew. You know, if that's your son, it's my nephew now. Get your son under control, man.
Kanye West is back in the headlines again, but this time it's not about the music, the sneakers, or even the Sunday service vibes. Nah, this time, the Chicago legend's latest marketing stunt got folks flat out confused, disgusted, and entertained all at once. And you know it's bad when even Harlem's own Maze and Cameron had to step in and roast him live on it is what it is. The duo went off on Ye for what they called his freaky rollout, clowning him for once again turning controversy into currency. So here's what went down. Kanye just dropped a brand new project, but instead of going the usual promo route, he took things to a whole new level of bizarre. Reports say he hosted secret art events with models dressed in strange, symbolic outfits, complete with wild visuals that had fans asking, wait, is he selling music or madness? It's classic Kanye, boundary breaking, unpredictable, but this time he might have taken it too far.
Happened, and I love to just share the story because I felt so, I was traumatized by it because it wasn't like something, you a kid, you know what I'm saying, like, you just do what you see, and then you're told that it's wrong afterwards, and then you're told it's wrong, and then you're made to be embarrassed about what you did, and or it's like, this is who you are for the rest of your life. That shit was like blocked out of my head for like 10 years, and I knew that once that it was expressed, because I had people around me that was like, yo, take it to your grave. It's like getting over the fear.
Even his most loyal fans didn't know whether to clap or call for help. When the clip of Kanye's promo hit the internet, Maze and Cameron wasted no time on it is what it is. They lit him up like Harlem fireworks. Cam couldn't even finish his sentence before cracking up, saying, man, Kanye out here promoting his album like he's running a haunted house. Maze followed up right on cue. That ain't marketing. That's a midlife crisis in HD. The studio lost it, but behind the laughter, there was truth. They weren't just joking. They were calling out a legend who might have finally lost touch with reality. Maze got real with it. He said Kanye used to stand for creativity with purpose, but now it's just chaos with cameras. He said he keeps trying to outsmart the game, but at this point, it just looks like he's fighting himself. Cam nodded, saying Kanye's marketing used to be genius, but now it's pure gimmick. And he wasn't wrong. Every few months, Ye pulls another wild stunt just a trend. But lately, it's starting to look less like innovation and more like desperation. What made this moment legendary was how Maze and Cam mixed comedy with cold truth. They weren't just roasting, they were teaching. Cam looked straight into the camera and said, Kanye's problem is he don't got nobody who say, bro, chill. Everyone's scared to check him. That hit deep because it's true. The old Kanye had people to keep him grounded. Now, it feels like it's surrounded by yes men and bad ideas. Fans online instantly sided with Maze and Cam, saying it said what everyone's been thinking.
About you?
Yeah, that's why I'm talking to you. Because I don't usually talk to who once they I don't go back. I don't go back and forth once you admit you. That's just me.
Well, real quick, just for context, can I read what he said? Because the audience is probably like, but what did he say? So, Ye, in a deleted tweet, he said, how Cam say I'm doing anything bad for Chicago? Chicago loves me. I love Cam. It's like you that had me shook to release the song, but I ain't scared of y'all typing it. And thank you for making Dipset. You're a god. And you, by the way. And I got on my $2 million Dipset belt as I tweet.
It might have been a phase.
So what Cam is saying is that his whole phase is off. he can have his whole phase deleted.
Listen,
that's what Drea said.
No, you could delete being a hoe, what Dre said, but Dre ain't a man who's. That's what I'm saying.
Kanye's comment section turned into a full-on circus, clown emojis, memes, and people calling his rollout the freak show nobody asked for. In a world full of real problems, Ye's latest stunt didn't look like art. It looked like a man chasing attention at any cost. The sad part? The more he tries to prove he's a visionary, the more it looks like he's just spiraling in public. You got to remember, Kanye's been pulling wild stunts like this for years. From dressing like a robot to marrying a woman who looks exactly like his ex-wife, he's turned controversy into a full-time business. But this latest one, it might have crossed a line for good. Even Maze, who's usually the calm, spiritual voice of reason, couldn't hold back. He said, "This ain't even about art no more. It's about ego." And honestly, he nailed it. Kanye's been selling himself more than his music for a long time now. Cam jumped right in, saying, "Bro, I used to look at Kanye like he was ahead of his time. Now it's like he's stuck in a loop trying to shock people who stopped caring."
If you put out a song, I'm just saying, if you put out a song and you putting out music the last 20 years and this is the first song saying that your little cousins and this is the reason he may be in jail, we not allowed to say nothing about that? You got 3, 4, 5 albums, Grammys, we ain't had no ducking on none of these other joints. Now it's that's what I'm saying. We had motherfucking Good Morning, then they like Good Morning, you know, the other shit with Pusha T. We don't hear nothing about that. So the first time you talking about you molested your little cousin, we not allowed to talk about it? Come on, bro. I gotta stop. 100 other talk about it. Same thing with other people. 100 other mention it. But when Cam say something, it's like you said you. All right, we didn't know that. We're talking about it. Then you said after that, all that you gay. Okay, if you gay, fine, you gay. I didn't know. You're a public figure. Not only just a public figure, you're a superstar. Or was a superstar. Well, I don't know if you was or is or what. You're going to talk about when you say you Kanye. And that's just what happened. I'm not dissing you or judging you or anything else. We just never heard that you like to do that.
That line hit hard. The whole studio started nodding. Because let's be real, Ye's chaos used to come with purpose. Back in the day, his crazy had a message. Now it just looks messy, like he's fighting to stay relevant. The Genius label? It's starting to look more like a gimmick that expired. The leaked footage from his so-called art event only made it worse. Reports say Kanye allegedly filled the room with mannequin-like models, dim red lighting, and creepy projections while snippets of unreleased tracks played in the background. Some fans called it deep performance art. Others called it straight-up demonic. Either way, the internet was split, half calling him a misunderstood genius, the other half saying he's just trolling the world one shock at a time. Mays said something that hit way deeper than the jokes. He said, "There's a difference between being misunderstood and being manipulative. Kanye's playing both sides." And honestly, that line shook the room. Because he's right. Every time he pulls one of these bizarre stunts, it's right before an album drop. It's like clockwork. He knows how to bait attention, whether it's through politics, religion, or flat-out shock value. Kanye mastered the art of being unpredictable, but this time, it feels like he lost the heart behind it. The humanity's gone. Cam didn't hold back either. He fired off, "I'm surprised he ain't start selling freaky merch to go with it. He'd probably drop a candle that smells like confusion." The studio lost it. Everybody was laughing. But deep down, Cam wasn't joking. He followed it up saying, Kanye's legacy getting buried under too many headlines and not enough hits. That line hit hard because it's true. You can't keep trolling your fans and expect them to respect you forever. Online, the debate blew up instantly. Half the people said Maze and Cam are the only ones real enough to call Ye out. The other half said Kanye's gone so deep into his own character, he can't even find the exit anymore. And that's what makes this whole thing bigger than Kanye just being weird. Maze and Cam weren't clowning for clicks. They were making a point. Fame can twist even the most creative minds into thinking attention equals art. They are tired of seeing shock tactics replace real talent. Like Maze said, If you need controversy to sell records, maybe the music ain't hitting like it used to. That hit home, because it's not hate, it's accountability. And the craziest part? Maze and Cam actually know Kanye. They came up in the same era when music mattered more than headlines. That's why their criticism cut so deep. They've seen Ye go from soulful producer to fashion god to full-time headline chaser. Maze reflected, saying, back in the day, Ye had soul, he had passion. Now he just got Wi-Fi and followers. That line broke the internet. People were quoting it non-stop. It summed up the entire downfall perfectly. Kanye stopped creating from the heart. Now he creates the algorithm. Cam wrapped it all up with one cold truth. Kanye is addicted to controversy. He figured out long ago that drama gets more clicks than music. So he keeps doubling down, pushing boundaries just a trend. But at some point, the people get tired. And now, even Kanye's most loyal fans are fading out. Because these days, when he drops something outrageous, people don't react with excitement anymore. They just roll their eyes. Then Maze started breaking it down spiritually. He said, Kanye is acting like a man trying to fill a hole that fame and fortune can't touch. You can have the world at your feet and still feel hollow inside. That's what we're watching.
Kanye West seemingly admits to performing sexual acts on his cousin after they saw two men kissing in an X-rated magazine when they were kids. I s***ed my cousins till I was 14.
What happened at 14?
Taste buds get a little stronger. like puberty starts to kick in. Your taste buds either get stronger or they change. You don't eat the same things you did when you was a kid. Kanye is so mad that Shannon Sharp took the headline. Like you admitted to what y'all don't know is that in Paris wasn't about the country. Paris was the name of a person. My cousin, I'm gonna be honest with you, I saw that headline. I said, what am I supposed to do with this information?
Well,
I my cousin till I was 14. Okay. I don't think you stop. Once you get that oral fixation, you know what I'm saying? People that used to smoke cigarettes don't stop. They move on to something else. Vapes or nicotine gum. You always gonna have that oral fixation. Let me go look at the lyrics of this.
We need to get through the wire.
I need to see if we missed something, man. Let me see.
And it wasn't shade. It was perspective. That's what separates Maze and Cam from everyone else doing commentary. They roast you, sure, but they also tell the truth that sits behind the punchline. Cam couldn't let the moment slide without one more jab, though. He said, Kanye probably gonna watch this and drop a diss track about us next week. He loved attention too much to stay quiet. The crowd erupted, but deep down, fans knew he wasn't lying. Kanye lives for the spotlight, even when it's burning him. Within hours, that clip was all over social media. People started comparing Kanye's old music videos to his new promo art, saying, this ain't the same Ye. Even diehard fans admitted he'd crossed a line. One comment summed it up perfectly. He used to push culture. Now he just pushes buttons. But the wild part is, Maze and Cam weren't even trying to cancel him. They were trying to wake him up. Maze said it best. You can't preach genius when you've lost your balance. That's Harlem talk for you can't lead when you've lost yourself. Then came the part that hit different. Cam looked straight at the camera and said, Kanye plays crazy when it benefits him. That man ain't lost. He just selected with his sanity. The table went quiet for a second. Then everybody nodded. Facts. Because every time someone sees Kanye in person, he's fine, calm, focused. But 2 days later, boom. His online will din out, sparking chaos like it's promo season. Cam told a story about how Kanye hit him up like, yo, you need some beats. Sounded chill, normal. But 48 hours later, Ye's back in the headlines doing something outrageous. Cam said it straight. I've never seen a crazy Kanye. Just a calculated one. And Maze agreed, saying sometimes the truth Kanye spits gets lost behind the walls he builds himself. When the episode dropped, the internet exploded. Half the crowd praised Maze and Cam for keeping it real, while the other half accused them of hating. But this wasn't hate, it was tough love, Harlem edition. The kind that comes wrapped in jokes but hits like a sermon. Because when two legends like Maze and Cam call you out, it's not for clout, it's for clarity. They've been through it. The fame, the fall, the fight to rise again. Cam said, we all got egos, but when your ego starts running your creativity, you become a puppet to your own image. That bar hit heavy, and Mays followed it up with another. He used to fight for the culture. Now he fights the clicks. Ouch. But true. Kanye went from inspiring people to confusing them. Yet even after all the jokes, both of them said they still want to see you win, just without the theatrics. Cam said, "We ain't mad at him. We just want the old Ye, the one who made music that mattered." Mays nodded, saying Ye's still one of the greatest, but he needs to stop acting like being extreme is the only way to be seen. Fans flooded the comments, calling Mays and Cam the only ones who can talk about Kanye and still make sense. Because they mix humor with honesty, and they don't fake for nobody. At the end of the day, this whole thing proved one thing. Mays and Cam aren't just comedians with mics. They are the conscience of the culture. They speak for fans who miss when music spoke for itself, before chaos became the marketing plan. And as for Kanye, the ball's in his court now. He can laugh, clap back, or finally listen. Because when Harlem legends tell you you're tripping, that's not gossip. That's a gospel. So yeah, Mays and Cam torched Kanye for his freaky marketing stunt. But they also handed him something priceless, the truth he keeps running from.